Hoş geldiniz! Today I am in my home kitchen whipping up a batch of delicious Simit. Simit are Turkish bagels. They're covered with sesame seeds, perfectly crunchy on the outside, but tender and soft on the inside. Imagine that you are in Istanbul. You're walking down the street, you can hear the seagulls flying and cooing in the air, you hear and see the trolley whizzing by, and you smell the delicious smell of fresh Turkish Simit baking. Well, today we're taking a little taste of Turkey to our home kitchen, and today I'm going to show you just how I make Simit Turkish bagels in my home kitchen. Let's go. Okay, so I have prepared my dough, which is just super simple. It's just flour, yeast, water, and some salt to taste. And then I kneaded it for about 5 to 10 minutes. I covered it with a kitchen towel and let it rise for about 30 minutes. It doubled in size. I kneaded it gently again, and now I've already started rolling out my Simit. So, as you can see, I already have some on my baking sheet here, but I want to show you how I do it. So, what I have done is I take a piece of dough. It's about the size, a little bit bigger than a golf ball, but it really just depends on the size that you want to make your bagels. But I think like the size of a hand is pretty decent size. So I have a little bit of water. I'm just gonna wet my hands just a tad bit and then just start rolling. Just like that. I love making these because one, they taste amazing, and then two, it's so much fun to make them and to roll out dough. And this is something where you can get your whole family involved because it's like working with Play-Doh. So if you can make a little rope, then you can make Simit. So, and it's also so beautiful because it's almost like braiding the dough. It actually reminds me of the first time that I made challah bread, which was definitely a much more intense braid. I made 6 braid challah bread. But this is just 2. So now that I have one here, my other one, so I take the ropes and then I'm just going to wrap them around each other. So I'm pinching the ends together and have a little bit of water in a small bowl to help with that. And then I'm just going to wrap each piece around each other, just like that, so that it intertwines. And then I'm going to piece it together, just like that. And then I'm going to take my hand and just roll it against the bottom so that it's all smooth. And if it starts to unravel a little bit, don't worry, you could just roll it back together and twine it back together again. So let's keep on making them. I have a little bit more dough, and then it'll be time to dip it in our molasses and our sesame seeds. So good. Okay, so I'm just about done shaping my Simits. And for this one, I just rolled it into one big long one. I'm going to fold it in half, pinch the ends together, and then I'm just going to twist it. Do a little standing twist. It's like a dance. Alright, and now I'm just pinching the ends as I go. And then I'm just going to take it and pinch it together, just like that. So we have our nice little Simit. And then just roll it together like I did the other ones. And now it is time to dip them in the molasses and of course the sesame seeds. A Simit would not be complete without the sesame seeds. So what I did with my sesame seeds was I just bought normal untoasted sesame seeds and I toasted them myself. I just took out one of my crepe pans, poured the sesame seeds on the pan, and then just toasted them until they became fragrant. You'll definitely know when they're toasted. If you don't see it, you will smell it. But as you will continue to toast them, they will get nice and golden brown, and also they will smell delicious. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Simit and I'm going to dip it into my molasses and water mixture. And this is just about a 1/4 cup of molasses and then some water, warm water. And then I just dip it right in to my toasted sesame seeds. Mmm, so good. So I already got a few already done. I'm just gonna take these guys, dip it, just like that. And if you didn't have molasses on hand, or if you just didn't want to do it, then you could also just use hot water or just lukewarm water so you don't burn your hands, and use that and dip them in the sesame streets. No problem. But I find that the molasses adds a really nice color for the simit, which is, of course, definitely desirable. If you've had a simit in Turkey, then you know what I'm talking about. Alright, got a couple more. And as you can see, these are a little bit bigger, so when you roll out the dough just a little bit bigger, then you just get a bigger simit, which I love. But the bite-sized ones are also nice. Okay, we're almost done here. Just dip in. And in the meantime, I have my oven that's preheated as hot as it will possibly get. And for me, that's 250 degrees Celsius. So I have my oven preheated, nice and hot, and I'm going to place my simit in to bake. And then while they're baking, I'm actually going to create a little water bath for them. So what I mean by that is I'm going to take a little spray bottle, and from time to time I'm going to open my oven, or just when I put them in, I will open my oven and then spray them with a little bit of the water. And this kind of creates a steam atmosphere and ensures that the simit get a nice crusty coating, which is definitely what we want. So, just about done. Just want to make sure this guy is completely covered with sesame seeds. Alright, and pop it on the pan. Okay, so now these guys are ready to go into my oven. As you can see, they already look amazing. I'm super excited. And then, in no time, we will have our delicious simit, our Turkish bagels. So good. Okay, so our Turkish bagels, or our simit, have been baking, and it smells so good in my kitchen right now. Let's take them out of the oven. Ooh. Oh yeah. Check these guys out. I mean, so good. My oven was super hot, so as you can see, the parchment got a little charred, but the simit are intact and they look so delicious. I cannot wait to try them. They're a little bit too hot right now, but when they're a little cool, I will definitely give these a try. So, thank you so much for checking out this recipe on how to make simit Turkish bagels. I hope that you give this recipe a try and that you love it, and that you also take the chance to go to Turkey and to try one of the original simit for yourself. So, until next time, I can't wait to see you in the next video. See ya!